Talk to everybody later. I'll stream later tonight. Guys, after the kids are in bed. Alright? Love and hugs. Rose just went live. Love and hugs and signing out.
Hi, everybody. Hello. Good to see you. I can't spell, so sorry about the title. Why, thank you. Hi, Richard. I have to use my camera because I don't have a webcam, so please bear with me. So I was asked by some of my supporters to make this video, and I appreciate everybody coming in. And how's everybody doing today? Great, Danny boy. Good to see you in here. I'll wait for a bit till people get in here before I get into the big thing. Hi, Cop Cam. Hi, Michelle. Doing good. Had some family issues to resolve long distance, and that's always fun. So is everybody having a good weekend? Good, good, good. Well, the reason I was asked to do this video is sort of a discussion and just letting people know how I prepare for a First Amendment audit. Comments off the screen, I'm sorry, so it's covering part of my face sometimes, and that's the way it's going to be. But I made some notes, and I guess the first thing that I do for a First Amendment audit is I look at my motives and my intentions. I have to check myself and make sure I'm not doing it for mean spirit or because I'm angry or payback or whatever. That's just me. Now, everything I say is just what works for me. And, you know, take what you need to leave the rest. Some of the reasons, some of the motives are sometimes public interest, education, recommendations from others, incidences happen throughout the country or in my community where I can maybe, you know, do some more investigation. Or if there's no rules and laws, I sometimes go out there and push the envelope to see if they know what the real laws are, or what their interpretation is. Are there any other motives or intentions that I should be thinking about besides what I just mentioned? Okay, then I'm going to move on to, there's actually 6 different points I'm going to try to make. I'll be as quick as I can, but just putting it out there because I'm looking for how other people do things so I can get better at what I'm doing. The second one is location choice. I need to find out the legal name of the building and the property, the address with the phone numbers and person to call, and the hours of operation, and what part is public. I pull up the CADs and the GISs, and sometimes I even go and go to the county property assessors so that I know that I'm on public property, I'm not trespassing. Um, I want my side of the street or what I'm doing to be as clean and as possible as I can. Um, Also, I scope out, hi Red River, on my location choice of an audit. I also scope out the nearest, safest residential parking. I don't park where I audit. I park in a residential area hidden legally, but I kind of scope it out. Then I do my research. Right now, I'm about to do an audit on a county building, and it's taken me over three weeks of research to make sure that I have all the information I need, and because there's multiple agencies within one building, and I want to hit them all. So part of the research before an individual building or whatever you call it, government agency, I've started compiling this. Now, I can only speak for Texas because that's where I live. I have done some research for other states, but I'm just concentrating on Texas because that's where I live. Um, I've got the state penal codes. I've got the city charter ordinances. I've got some case law. And then, of course, I do internet searches and things like that. Hi, Radical Reactor. Yes. Um, Now, what I'm talking about is a First Amendment audit. It may turn into a cop watch, it may turn into something else, but the primary purpose that I'm going is to do a First Amendment audit. Um, and it's interesting, press releases or videos that other people have done give you a different perspective on some place you may be looking at. And then once I've got the location down, I've got the address, phone numbers, contact person. Hi Flo, welcome. Welcome. I'm just kind of running down what I do to get ready for a First Amendment audit, and any and all input would be great. People have been asking me some hints and tips, and I'm just sharing what works for me, but I'm willing to discuss and listen to what other people do. So number 4, I do preparation. I prepare a 1-page info to distribute to the people I trust and I have already shared my legal information with. That's very important because if I get put in cuffs and get hauled away, it's all great and fine to be on a live feed, but if nobody knows what my real name is or my birthday or anything like that, they can't call. You can call and ask for Rose, but that's not my legal name. So I do a 1-page summary and send it to everybody that is on my list. And is any of this making sense, everybody? Am I talking too fast, too slow? Is it boring? Cigarette time? Okay. So, I already talked about preparing the page that I distribute. Well, yes, I am. I've got everything all set up, so any of my duties and responsibilities will be taken for a certain period of time. Well, I don't carry cash with me, but I have someone nearby who has cash that I can call. Um, Another thing I have is I carry this little notebook in my pocket, and I use it mostly just for reference material. Hi, Jen, welcome. And on it, I have some of the Texas penal codes so I can refer to. Um, the the whole objective of a First Amendment audit for me as a First Amendment auditor or activist is to get a pass. And a pass means they just let me do my thing, video, camera, pictures, no contact. That's a pass. But it's not always a gimme, and I have to be prepared um, to plan for the worst case scenario. Um, so I have some of the codes that I have is, you know, learning what failure to identify, criminal trespass, disorderly conduct, the Terry stop, and Turner versus Driver. And those are the ones that I fall back on mostly, but I haven't had to use them yet. But I have them if I need them. And that's the thing, is being prepared, having something if you need it. It's like if you go camping, bring 2 cases of water instead of 1 in case people get more thirsty. And I also have, I haven't done any post offices, but I have printed up the postal code 7. Obviously, I take my camera and my phone with me, which are all in one, because I only have one camera, one phone. Some people call it a burn phone, throwaway phone, but it's the only one I got. I don't have the money for equipment or anything like that. But it works right now, and I'm working with what I got. And of course, I take a water bottle with me. I take my vehicle key off the keychain and only carry my vehicle key. Um, yeah, I'm thinking about walking on the sidewalk at one of the post offices because it's right across the street from City Hall. But I don't want to go inside right now. I don't have enough information and watching what others have done. Hi, Perth. Good to see you. I'm just talking about some of the prep I do for getting ready on a First Amendment audit. So I take my camera, I take my notebook, I take my water bottle, only my vehicle key. Everything else is locked up, double locked in my vehicle. Um, and mostly, I always have an exit plan. Always, always, always. Now, the exit plan may be going to plan B, or it may be abort. It may be that, it's not the right place, right time. I might get those tingly feelings that something's going to not go good before I even get started. Might be weather conditions that you can't go. So I don't lock myself in, but I just try to plan ahead of time. Or I might go to another location that I've already done research on. And the last one is number 6 is follow-up. For me, it's important just not to do a First Amendment audit, but do a follow-up. Maybe go back a second time, or do a FOIA or complaints or whatever, and post a video. So, yeah, our post office locally, they're so small that, you turn around and you bump into yourself. So it's not really, worth it. There are so many other federal agencies. We've got all the alphabets. We've got Border Patrol, um, FBI. I mean, it's just there's the National Guard is down here. Um, the town I live in has 26,000 people, and the county, the four lower counties have about 1,500,000. We have almost 800,000 National Guard, Border Patrol, federal and local agencies and law enforcement perusing these four counties. So I don't have to go very far, and the post office isn't on the top of my list. So, what did everybody think? Did what I have to say make sense? Um, no comments? Is it good? I thank you, Jen. So I just, I don't want to take up, a bunch of time with people, but I just want to put it on a live feed and, you know, and also put it out there that I'm looking for someone for backup. Um, still looking, still looking. Michelle or anybody else who wants to get a hold of me, I have all these notes written down and I'd be more than happy to share them with you. Just email me at TEXROSE 956 at gmail.com. My email is also in About Me on my channel. So feel free to send me an email and I'll be happy to send my written notes for reference. Everything, everyone's different. These rules may not even, or rules, these guidelines that I have may only work for one or two people and 20 have a different idea. But I'm always looking for learning. I'm still new. And I know I still have a lot to learn, but I'm trying to do it as cautiously. Yes, Jen, I'll send it to you. I'm trying to do it as cautiously as I can, but I'm an activist, and I may seem pretty laid back and stuff like that, but I can be pretty assertive when necessary, and especially it comes with to the tyrants and taking away our rights. If we don't use our rights, they will be taken away, and they're, in my opinion, trying a lot. There was a debate earlier on whether there's any good cops. They're all bad cops. No, they're all human. Where I have the issues is when the good cops sit idly by and let the bad cops get away with it. Thank you, Danny. And also, I have real issues with the Federation for Police. Not at this time, News Nebraska. I don't have anybody physically with me. I do live streams when I do my First Amendment audits. And there are also people who are in the community but aren't involved in our community. They're just friends of mine. They want to remain anonymous. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. So, yeah, I got my 6 covered. It's just you may not see it. And there's also people here in the community who are watching. Thank you, Perth. Oh, can I show you guys my letter? Hold on just a second. I don't know if it'll come up backwards and sideways, but I'll try to. Is it coming up backwards? It looks like it's backwards to me. Dang. Well, at least you see the emblem. But that's that's part of what I do, because of um, because of an audit and some cop watching. I got some changes made here in town, and one of those things was I had to experience to learn it to ask for changes. And now, if you're in San Benito, you can walk into the police station 24/7, and there are blank police complaint forms, um, so that you don't have to talk to an officer, you don't have to set an appointment. You can just pick them up, fill it out, take it home, um, bring it back. Now, at that time, you're going to have to get a hold of somebody because they have to receive it. I'm trying to get it so that maybe people can do it anonymously, but that's that's part B. Hi, News Now, Phoenix. But that letter that I received was a result of me filing a complaint for the officer refusing to identify himself. Investigated and found that the officer acted improper, period. Action was taken, and the officer in question was served with a reprimand, and as such, so which means if that officer does anything at all in the next 2 years, he's going to be immediately terminated, period. So that's what I'm trying to do, but it didn't happen overnight. Oh, bows. Thank you, thank you. Um, it's not a me, it's a we. A lot of this stuff I've learned through you guys, or I watched videos, or I've listened in chat, and but it's nice to have, like, what is the rest of the story. So when I do audits, yes, there will be multiple videos following that, because I'd like to know, I like reading books, but I don't stop at the second chapter. I read it to the end. And so seeing that, following it through the end, and I'm lucky. I've seen, and we've all seen, people who have been arrested. Um, I did a First Amendment audit at the municipal courthouse, courtroom, I should say. It's in a building um, with the city hall, but it said no camera. It said no cell phones. It did not have any signs that said no cameras. So I thought I'd test it a little bit, and I didn't have one issue. And hurry back, Perth. Hi, Bev. So that's kind of like, I'm all about this being a community, and sharing and learning and giving back is what I try to do. Um, there are rewards, and it may not always be seen. It may not happen immediately. Um, and just, seeing that we're all trying to work together encourages me to keep going. So that's about all I have to say regarding that topic. And like I said, um, Danny Boy, if you could put my email up again, please. Anybody who wants my notes for the presentation of how I prep for a First Amendment audit, please email me and I'll be happy to send it to you. So does anybody else here do anything differently for their First Amendment audits? Or have any ideas? Or I just burn a whole cigarette up. What got me started? Well, because I almost got arrested in a city commissioners meeting because it was a little while ago and there was a vote at the city commissioners meeting near the end after they came out of executive session, and they said they were going to hire a certain person that I did not think would be good for the city of where I lived. And so when they announced the vote, I said, bullshit. And the whole room gasped, and the chief of police came up and had a talking to with me and said that I needed to be quiet and that it was not allowed to have outbursts in a city commission's meeting, and then if I could not comply, I'd be asked to leave. And if I didn't leave, I was going to be placed under arrest for disturbing the peace, for saying bullshit. So, but that's what got me into the YouTube auditing part of it. But I've been an activist my whole life. Before I even was a knee-high to a grasshopper, I was out on picket lines with my parents, and it's carried through my whole life. It's just, YouTube is another platform for me to work with other people and to get our message out. I also make phone calls, I do emails, I sit in on city commissioners meetings, I read the laws, I do as much as I can, but I pick my battles carefully. Like, I'm not going to just, for me personally, because I know some of the players, I'm not going to just walk into a Border Patrol station right now until I get back physical, somebody that I know that I can turn to there with me. So that's how I got started. And then I just went on a simple cop watch at a festival, and it kind of escalated from there, and I included everybody in the process. I've got like 40 videos kind of through what I've been going through. Michelle, learning a lot from everybody in the community, and I appreciate your sharing. Hey, it's all about being family. Just give me an email and we'll talk some more, because I've learned some stupid lessons. It was like when I did that municipal court First Amendment, I had already been there before, and I tried to live stream. Hi, country gal. And I tried to live stream, and I was all prepared, and my stream kept getting blocked. So I just shut it down, and I tried it again, and it happened again. So I just cut my losses, went home, regrouped, and about a week and a half later, I went back with a preparation, but to just videotape, because they were going to block my my feed. So I'm all ready, blah blah blah. So I go in there, and nobody says I can't walk in. I have the camera in front of my face, so they know I'm videoing. Excuse me. And so I video, and I'm watching one case, and everything's going good. I look up, and it says you've exceeded your time limit, and it shut off. And I was like, oh man. Video, and they have a 5 minute time limit. So it shut off automatically. Now, next time, I'm just going to use the regular video um, feature on my phone, my camera phone, and I can video up to an hour and a half straight with the amount of battery and the amount of room I have. So that's a lesson. Luckily, nothing happened. It was, a pass and everything like that. But, if somebody can learn by some of the things I do and my mistakes, then, because I learn by other people. So all I can say is, just support us and the best way you know how. Um, and also, I don't have any problems with constructive criticism. Like I had a follower who said, you know, maybe you should practice with your phone and camera before you make many more videos because we're seeing more of your palm and your fingers than your face. And I was like, oh, that's a good idea. So I started practicing and I'm getting better. Like right now, I have it on a stand. I got gifted a tripod stand and I duct taped it to my monitor. Hi, News Now, Tammy. Yeah, do not comply. Good to see you, Tammy. So it's just, you do what you got to do, pick your battles carefully, and the big thing is have fun. You know, if this was, like digging trenches every day and getting blisters and a hurt back, and there was, no changes and I was getting nothing out of it, I probably wouldn't keep doing it. Um, but you know, I try to be patient and yeah, duct tape. I carry one in my vehicle. I carry one in my house. I have one in the kitchen, in the bedroom, in the living room, because you never know. You never know. Hi, Salty Rant. Thank you. Well, the thing is I have perspective and ideas and things, I think is one way, and then I get in and start doing research and it's not another way. It's like when I was in with the chief talking about my complaint, I found out the the police um, manual is 700 pages long. So I am trying to get them to give it to me electronically because I can't afford it because the city charges $10 a page. I mean, 10 cents a page, I'm sorry. A total of almost $70. So, you know, it's, I have the ability to adapt and to change my mind with more information or whatever. Uh-oh, Joe's lurking. Just told on yourself. So Tammy, let's talk about you. So you settling in okay, sweetie? So how's everybody else doing this evening? It's 6:30 my time, but everybody else is on a little bit of a different time zone. Anybody going out tonight or Doing any cop watching or just going out to kick your feet up? I know Flo was in here a minute ago. Last I heard, he was still on the train. So you're about, so are you 12 hours ahead of us, Perth, or 12 hours behind us? Is it Saturday or is it Sunday, Perth? I'm trying not to like swing my hands around. Okay. So you get to celebrate New Year's Eve before we do. You're the one of the first ones to celebrate the ball falling, right? Okay. Okay. I just needed a reminder, you know. If you don't know the answer, then just ask the question. Yeah, I'm on Central Time Zone. So pretty much the middle of the country, all the way up to Chicago. So it's Sunday for Perth. It's Saturday here, Georgia. We get everybody all around. Fantastic. So is anybody ready for summer to be over yet? Oh, Perth can tell our future and she doesn't even need a crystal ball. Yeah, yeah. The heat is, we'll send it your way, Perth. We're breaking records. Um, but it got down to 95 today, Fahrenheit. I don't know what it is in Celsius, but um, with the humidity and everything, it's around 100. Michelle, it depends on the audit. Um, like the audit I did at the police station, I had to do, I was basically up for 2 days straight doing research because it was an immediate, I had to get the complaint form and I had to find out who to get a hold of, and it was on a weekend. So that was done on the fly, but I just stayed up and did the research. The next one that I have coming up, I'm almost ready to go in, and it's taken me 3 weeks to do the research. And the reason is without naming the building, because I don't like to let them know when I'm coming. I know I have cop watchers on here, and probably even, I don't know, local law enforcement was out sounding paranoid. I'm just being real. I know they watch my videos, and I know they watch me. But so I don't tell them ahead of time exactly who I'm going to audit or where I go. But the reason it took 3 weeks is because this particular building has multiple agencies in it. Some of them are government agencies, some of them are nonprofits, some of them are for profit. Um, and I won't say anything more than that because it will give it away. But it's going to be an interesting, it might be a multi-leveled audit because there's so many different choices and I want to go into all of them. Oh, what you having for Din Din, Tammy? Love you. Thank you, Perth. I need to get one of those converter cards because a lot of people I know are on Celsius, and us Americans, we just it doesn't make sense to us, but I'm working on trying. Debbie. I don't have anybody blocked. But you're here now. Thank you for coming in. Oh, Joe. Joe's my knight in shining armor. He's helping to direct and edit some of my videos. He even helped me turn a video I took that came out upside down. You're welcome, Michelle. Yeah, YouTube, I mean, I've been in a live chat with someone, and like 45 minutes after I've jumped in on a live feed, I get the notification that, oh, they're going live, and I've already been there 45 minutes. So yeah, YouTube has not been user friendly. Does anybody have any questions? I'll answer to the best of my ability. Hi, Gray Dude. Nice to see you. Oh, phew. Okay, I did the heavy lifting, so now you guys can chat. Can we stick YouTube in 90 days for not being user friendly? I'll sign that petition or proposal. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. It just and then I think it's me, but then I find that other people having the problem, so it's not me or my channel, it's YouTube itself. You know, that's another thing I just found out by being on a live stream, is that I can go in my channel and there are certain words that my mods know. I believe in freedom, the First Amendment, all the way. But this is my house, and there's certain words that I'd prefer not to see or hear. If you want to go say those words somewhere else, you can go ahead and say them. But, you know, one of them's the C word. And people say, well, it's just a word. Well, the connotation, and it offends me. And right now, I'm a Southern Texas lady, and it has no place in my life. Victoria. Wow. Why, thank you, Debbie. I can't, even as mad as I get, I mean, when I get pushed, it just, sorry, I forgot to turn my notifications off. I get really upset, but that word doesn't even come out of my mouth. I may make up words that you've never heard of before because I make them up because I don't want to say that, certain words. I try to use the vocabulary. And are we buffering? I just saw something spinning. Okay. I guess it's just... Why, thank you, Richard. No problem. No problem. I'm gonna put this up for public viewing. And also, Danny, could you put up my email again? If anybody wants to email me, I can give them a hard copy of what I was talking about preparing for First Amendment audit. Okay, you're going fast, so hold on. Let's see. I want to ask you, what do you think about a new channel called the Salty Rant Food Blog? I'd go check it out. I'm not into watching, I don't know, cooking and food stuff on much, but I go in and support people. Well, yes, anybody can be whatever they want to. And I bet there's different words that trigger different people. Um, and some words don't mean anything to anybody. But, words are powerful, and whether you say them casually or professionally or in happiness or in anger, they're still words and they affect people. And so I try to use words carefully. I'm not always successful, but I'm a human being, not a robot. None of us are robots. Yeah, you know, like, I don't know about anybody else, but when I was growing up, um, part of it kind of sucked. Hi, Michigan, mister. Part of it sucked, because I got called names by relatives. And there was this one particular name that was supposed to be a term of endearment, and now it just makes me, I don't know, throw up in my mouth when I hear it if someone calls me that. And it has nothing to do with the word, it has to do with what happened in the past, my history, and the connection to that word. Oh, I didn't see that. You put news in your name, Danny boy. Now you are the same one, I hope, because you're one of my mods. See, I was so nervous I didn't even pay attention. Oh, yes, organic vegetables. You know, yeah. Another thing too that I've been involved in, and if I do it again, um, I participate in the community garden, and it's down by the Resaca. And if I do it again, I'll probably do some pictures of my gardening and growing. We have to garden in the winter time though down here, because the summertime, like the middle 3 months, you can't grow anything because they just get burnt and it gets too hot. But yeah, vegetables and organic are really good. Well, Richard was here and then he left and then he came back. So those of you who have school age kids, you ready for them to go back to school? Welcome back, Michelle. Thank you. I'm hearing a lot of parents saying they love their kids, but they're can't wait till school starts. I have to plan my schedule around when school starts in the morning and when it gets out in the afternoon, because I can't even get out of my neighborhood, um, because there's so much traffic and it backs up in my neighborhood. So I either try to leave before, or and there's only so many ways you can get out. Poor teachers, they're ready to teach. They've been prepping all summer, relaxing, and they're excited to have some minds that will hopefully be willing to learn. I know when I was teaching, not in the school system, but in other areas, I loved preparing, and then I couldn't wait till the class started and I could like share. 14 starting high school. Oh, you couldn't pay me enough to be 14 again. Yes, but think of all the stories, Richard, your little one will bring home when he or she comes home from school. You know, I know you prepped them well, and they'll do good in school. Hi, Adjust Your Focus. Glad you could join us. Glad everybody could join us. Hi, Tex Vet. Welcome. Good to see you. I like school. Um, it was just the afterwards that sucked. You're still crying, Tex Vet. Why? What's going on? What did I miss? Adjust your focus. Texas, what's going on? Do you want to share with us? And well, Salty Rant, I didn't get beat up because I was the oldest of 5 girls. So I was the protector. I'm not going to say what happened, but let's just put it this way. They left my sisters alone. Oh, I missed it. I missed Wobbly Boost and Tay's live stream. 10-foot school, 10-foot wall. Yeah, I think I would leave you alone too, Richard. Yeah, see, the thing is that in my home, you didn't come home. You didn't come home with black and blue and bruises and scratches. If you did, the other person had to be looking worse than you did, or you get beat again. Teach you how to fight. Oh, shit. Richard. So, TextFed, is that what you're still crying about? Is last night's live stream with Wobbly and Tay? Or is it something else? Because this is moving really fast. Okay. I was like, I didn't know if it was something that happened here or something I said. So, thank you, TextVet, for clarifying. Yeah, I try to keep up on people's live streams, but last night I just had to take a break. I was YouTubed out, and I just sat and watched a movie. But you know what? It's not always the biggest. Some of us little people can get in under the radar and under the arms, and I'm not saying that I would do that, but or that I've ever done that, but there might have been maybe a time when a bigger person thought they could hurt me. Um, and not to say I haven't had my whoopings. I've had some big whoopings, and but I try not to do it anymore. Getting too old, the bones are too slow to heal, and the bruises stay too long. Well, I believe in what is meant to be is meant to be. You know, um, I don't. I try not to live in the coulda, woulda, shouldas, because there's a lot of choices that were made for me and a lot of choices I made that got me right where I am today. And I'm okay today, you know, but definitely paying the price for some choices I made. Well, Tex Vet, here's a viral hug for you, sweetie. Yeah, I was the oldest of five girls. So, you know, I was treated like a boy and then treated like a man and was a protector, and, you know, but we could beat each other up too. Sometimes they get upset with me, and one time they got so mad at me. Okay, Jen, welcome back. Come back soon. One time my four younger sisters got together and they got tired of me and decided to stuff me in the washing machine. And I thought I was going to drown because I thought they were going to turn the water on or whatever, the button for the washing machine. Thank you, TextFat. Mwah. But luckily, they didn't turn the washing machine on, but I didn't know a person could get squished into a washing machine, but you can. And it was one of the old-fashioned ones, not the front loaders, the top loader. So, but we didn't have YouTube back then or cameras or anything like that, so there's no evidence that it happened. Thank you, Richard. Yeah, hit the like button and oh, pull up the big girl panties. Hurry back, Michigan, mister. Something I like to see more out of focus here. I'm not getting that. Okay. Well, there was a dot, dot, dot behind your statement, Michigan, so I'll just wait and see what you're talking about. But, you know, just like any family, I went into Salty Rant earlier because there was debate going on. I wanted to be part of it. I wanted to see what was going on. I was being nosy. And it just, it was good to go in there and debate civilly and with respect and have different opinions. Because like I said in there, we all have different ways of doing things, and our opinions and our experiences are make who we are. But I like ice cream, but I don't like vanilla every single day. So I like having all the different types of people around. Are you going to be okay, TextFat? Hi, Jen. Welcome back. I'm a little lag, I think, on my. Oh yeah, I'm big time lagging because I'm reading what's on my computer monitor, and then I look up to the phone, and they're not the same. Do not comply. Yes, Perth. Salute you. Thank you. Come back again soon. Love you, honey. Playing nice. I try. Depends. They start getting not nice. I don't play nice. I start out playing nice. Rose is Saturday night ready. Oh, okay. We're getting power round things, and I might lose ya. Are you still here? Give me a one if I'm still on. Okay. Yes, Debbie, I am going to leave the video up, and also my notes for planning a First Amendment audit and some ideas and suggestions are available if you email me. Thank you. I try to share. Oh, Joe, you bad boy. Well, you know, I have some people who are very good friends of mine who share the same blood as me, and they told me that crying is good because what crying does is it releases the negative emotions in the teardrops. And if you let them fall onto Father Earth, Mother Earth, I should say, it helps you to heal. So, just my idea. Just something that was passed on to me because I don't know. That's when I get in trouble, is when I start stuffing my feelings. That's a technical tip. Phone faster than certain people laptops. Yeah, yeah. Because there's a lag here too. So, um, Michelle, you okay? Now I'm like, should I shut it down if everybody's crying? Oh, okay. I'm such a mother hen sometimes. I love you guys. But we've been getting power outages, and they call them brownouts, where it just, the power kind of flickers because everybody's got their AC and dryers and. So what is everybody else doing on a Saturday night? You want to talk about it, Tex? Oh. Well, be safe, Jen, and anybody else who's having weather or electric issues. If I go out, it's because it's not the weather, it's just because the power grid can't keep up. Oh, that's furthest from the truth, and you know it, Tex Vet. So do you have a garden, Michigan Mister? Am I buffering or is it just on your end adjust? Yeah, I couldn't get over there. I usually participate in a community garden. We each have our own bed, and there's about 20 beds, but it's wonderful. You meet all these great people, and the kids have fun, and it's just a feel good community thing. And I couldn't do it, but we do it in the winter time down here. We love TexVet. We love everybody. Yeah. Well, it's only about 5 hours from me, TexVet, so I get it together. You never know. And we do have a lot of great people in Texas, but Texas is humongous. Texas is humongous. People don't realize that I'm like 5 hours from San Antonio area. I'm 6 hours from Houston. I'm over 12 hours from Dallas. And then I'm still not out of the state. So, covers a lot of area. And yes, it's true. Everything big is better in Texas. Or everything's big in Texas. You need to get out and get some fishing, TexVet. Wow. Congratulations, Debbie. You got 14 blessings. Hi, Johnny, no last name. Welcome. Possum Kingdom Lake. Well, the thing about grandkids, though, is you can bring them over to visit and then send them home when they start getting nasty. Michelle, Texas has the best barbecue anywhere, anytime, anyhow. Okay, Richard. Well, we'll be here or we won't. We love you. Yeah, I bet you could. Put the pedal to the metal. But see, I have an older vehicle and I can't break it getting to you. I have to take my time. No, I don't drive too slow. I just have an older vehicle that, I need to baby because it's the only thing I got and I can't fix it if it breaks. Michelle, I'm going to be totally honest with you. If you're not careful with Texas barbecue food here, it can be an experience you've never had in your life. Yeah, Jen, you going live later? Are you leaving us, Debbie? So, hey, that would be cool. That'd be cool. We love to hear Tammy's voice. Yeah. I look forward to it, Tex Vet. Thank you for coming in, Debbie. See you soon. Love you, hon. Hey, some places will ship them to you. So I assume Tex Vet and Danny, that was an authentic Mexican restaurant, not one of those national chains that are wannabes. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys something that happened to me today. I had to make a run to the store down the street, and I go to leave the parking lot, and one of our finest, called the police department, decided to pop a U-ey across 4 lanes and overcorrected and almost sideswiped me. But I couldn't back up. I couldn't move. I was just going, this would really suck if he hits me, but I can go off here. Text Vet, we can all go over to your channel. No, it was like I was driving, and I don't have a mount. Is that what you call it? The thing that holds your phone while you're driving. Text Vet, if anybody, is in agreement, we'd love to go over to your live stream. Yeah, my words sometimes can't find them, but I try. At least I didn't say something else. So Text Vet, you want to go live and we can go over there? We got 13 in the room. Yeah, I'd have been really pissed if he had hit me. It'd have been like, what the hell? And the way he was coming, he would have like T-boned me on the driver's door. or driver's front panel. If I hit refresh, will it shut it off? I wanna, I don't wanna cut anybody off. Don't touch the mouse. You wanna see my puppy dog? Zinger. Zinger. Come here. Over here. Come on. Oh, here's my baby. This is my four-legged fur baby. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I didn't hit refresh. Oh, I love you too. Oh, I know. I know. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, I love you too. Yeah, I know. You need a bath. You stink. You know that? His name is Zinger. He's a Jack Russell Terrier. His tail is wagging so hard it's banging my leg. Oh, wow. I have all I can keep up with one dog, let alone three of them. Yeah, you want to get down? Okay. Okay, now I'm covered in dog hair. Thank you, thank you. And he has his tags on his collar. Okay, let's go over to TextVet. Can someone put, let me see if I can do it. Here's his channel. Okay, catch you later. Bye, country gal. Come on over. Let's go over. Michelle, Michigan. Mr. Joe Black, Danny. Let's go over and support TextVet. He wants to go live. Love you guys. What got you, Jen? Thank you, everybody, for your love and support. Email me if you want to. I'm around. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm going to shut it down now. Love you. Maybe. Always have problems with it. Oh, stop. You're just supposed to just tap on that X and it's supposed to shut off. Why isn't it doing it? I'm so funny. Okay, Michigan Mister. You've got my email and other ways to contact me if you need to. There we go. Bye.